You're listening to the Bob Dutko Show. We're going to way through the news hour, news and politics. All right, so talking about Donald Trump's speech last night to his joint session of Congress. So he starts out the speech. I thought this was pretty smart. He starts out the speech pretty much disarming what his critics are liable to try to say about him. Because let's face it, liberals as well as the media, they would have been all waiting to see. Is he going to, leaning over, whispering to each other, is he going to mention Black History Month? I mean, after all, today's the last day of Black History Month. Is he going to mention anything about that? Is he going to mention the attacks on Jewish community centers and cemeteries? Okay. Is he going to do? So what does he do? And by the way, the reason that that they would be thinking stuff like that is because here's the default assumption. Oh, he's a conservative Republican. He must therefore be racist and anti-Semitic because that's how Republicans are branded. So you know what Trump does? Comes out there pretty much right after saying thank you. He hits that first. These are the very first words that Trump spoke last night. Quote, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, First Lady of the United States, and citizens of America. Tonight, as we mark the conclusion of our celebration of Black History Month, we are reminded of our nation's path towards civil rights and the work that still remains. Recent threats targeting Jewish community centers and vandalism of Jewish cemeteries, as well as last week's shooting in Kansas City, remind us that while we may be a nation divided on politics, we are a country that stands united in condemning hate and evil in all of its forms. And it was so funny watching this because Republicans are, of course, jumping to their feet and applauding. And Democrats are like, no, what are we supposed to do now? A lot of them didn't even want to stand, didn't even want to clap. I was like, really? So I thought this was a smart move on President Trump's part.